Hi, this is Kerry Artek with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily NVIDIA report for Monday, June 3rd, 2024. Let's take a look at the charts. I will begin with the big picture that I think is well represented by this daily chart, and that is to say that, that was in early May, a month ago roughly. We settled above this descending channel top at the top of a move, the all-time high actually, 2-month channel structure, having closed above it, expecting the next meaningful channel structure at 1201.09 and rising daily as a 2 to 3 month objective. And we're 90% of the way there at least, and we've reached it in about a month. Or we haven't reached it yet, so obviously, but we're approaching it within about a month. And obviously on the way up, you've got this 1 to 2 week target at 974, which is the all-time high previously from March of this year. We gapped above that. And so here we are. And the question then, of course, is, well, I've got a series of charts I'm going to show you here. So we've got 1098.83. We closed below that gap low from about 4 trading days ago. We also closed by a hair just below the low of the high. And so, and it's very close, but we did. And so I see this as a sign of weakness, but of course we could gap right above 1098.83 on Monday without any trouble at all. And if so, then it's more of a stable to even bullish dynamic for the day. So I have 1098.83 as a session containment pivot point, able to contain daily activity. And if we open below 1098.83, it may well contain daily buying pressures. On the way down, 1072.74 can contain intraday lows. But overall, having closed below the 1098.83 level, we are anticipating over the next 1 to 3 days, kind of a guess, this 1021.19 to 43.44 region, a newly formed rising channel bottom that comes off that April low. And off the April low, there's also a rising 1/3 speed line, both of which are trend defining, and they form a range that is rising and narrowing daily that can absorb selling, not only for the week, but quite possibly as we move into later June, we can round back up from 1021.19 to 43.44. We can round up to the 1201.09 formation within 1 or 2 weeks. If we were to close below a 1021.19, then we have a sell signal down to 960.90. And that would be in the realm of another 2 to 3 to 5 days or so. It is very stair-step on the way down, and we'll begin, if we violate 1021.19, if we close below it today, we'll begin showing you kind of the downside targets that are possible. But the only target that I'm comfortable with at this point would be 960.90 within several days. But the truth is that we could unwind all the way back into what I'm kind of visualizing here, into the 850s perhaps. There is a rising channel bottom now that we have yet to fully account for, but we will if we close over the next few days below 1021.19. Until then, the 1021.19 to 43.44 area is your area. 2 to 3 day swing traders to exit a short position that they may have established on Friday's close below this area, or if you're playing the short side in the early part of this week, if we open below 1098.83 and you go short, this is an area to cover that short position, and more importantly, to go long. 3 to 5 day swing traders and 2 to 3 week swing traders can both go long in this 1021.19 to 43.44 area, because as I say, once we test it, we can round back up into this low 1200 area within 1 to 2 weeks at the most. And that low 1200 area is, once again, this targeted still long-term channel top. And by long-term, it's, 6-month channel top. So it's not really a long-term in the overall scope of things, but it is the next classic chart formation that may well contain buying pressures on a longer-term basis. Let me cover the upside now, and we'll go back to, the 1098.83 level. If we push or open, quite possibly, above 1098.83, we can today test 11 1148.25. 1148.25, nothing more than the high settlement price that was put out last Wednesday. It may well contain daily buying pressures, and if settled above 1148.25, we're just 1 or 2 days away then from actually testing our targeted 1201.09 formation. So let me just re-clarify all that, that we are heavy into midweek, I'll say, below 1098.83. Within 1 to 3 days, testing meaningful near-term support that may well absorb selling into later June, and once tested, the low 1200 area in reach within 1 to 2 weeks. Upside, pushing or opening above 1098.83. We'll keep 1148.25 in reach today. All of these minor points on the way up are carefully chosen. A couple of Fibonacci's, so forth and so on, that are well suited for aggressive day traders. But once again, pushing, especially opening above 1098.83, I think right out of the gates this market is showing stability and a possible inclination to rally up to 1148.25 within the day, where we can top out for the day. And if we close today above 1148.25 within several days at the most, that 1201.09 long-term channel top in reach, where, honestly, whether you're a 3 to 5 day or a 3 to 5 week swing trader, or if you happen to go long when we were recommending to do so back in a month ago above this 820.91 formation, this was the big call that we'd made. Closing above this formation, we're expecting this formation, and we're fast approaching it. And so if we happen to approach 1201.09 this week, whether you're long over the last few days, over the last month, it is an area to take profits and consider perhaps playing the short side. For those of you who like playing both sides of the market, especially you options traders, just know that once we test this channel top, channel support, which is defined by this trend line right now, in the 860s and climbing, becomes a possible 2 to 3 month target. Now, it wouldn't be in the 860s then. Over the next several months, it climbs to 974 by the time we're in early July, and then some as we move further forward in time. Last thing I'm going to say is that in the event we close above 1201.09 over the next 3 to 5 days, over the next couple of weeks, it needs to be by a 1% margin for what I would consider to be a significant secondary buy signal as we move through June and into the third quarter. And that needs to be by a 1% margin. So that changes every day along with that channel top. Today's level is 1213.10. So if we were to close above 1201.09, by that 1% margin, that gives it a more technically reliable buy signal. Then we've got this increasingly vertical parabolic move that could realize 1530.65. I mean, in equal distance, this move was all within mid-April to, we haven't seen it yet, but we'll just say mid-April to mid-June, inside of 2 months perhaps. This one could be half that. This could be within 1 month. We just continue onward, upward to this full channel extension at 1530.65. So closing above 1201.09, I see no good reason to be short NVIDIA as we move through the month of June. You want to be long and stay long until we see some sign of weakness. At this point in time, I will say it would be merely just closing back below that channel top at 1201.09. So way ahead of myself on that one. I think that pretty much covers it. Please click like, please click share, subscribe. And check out wickedstocks.com, where we offer daily triple Q and SPY analysis, 2 individual stock picks a week. You're going to love it. We offer a 5-day free trial. Check us out at wickedstocks.com. I'll be back tomorrow with Tuesday's NVIDIA report, and you have a great day.